Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. I'm your host Dhaka. The Champions Trophy is at its final phase and today we received a news which I'm sure a lot of cricket fans did not expect, and it's a sad news that one day cricket has to say goodbye to one of its stalwarts. Steven Smith, one of the big four, announced his retirement from the format today, and messages and tributes have been pouring in from all over the world, and Bangladeshi cricket fans have also joined in the messages and felicitations. But some of them have posted a very interesting question. To talk about that and to discuss what's the Bangladeshi fans are thinking about Steven Smith's retirement and what questions they are posing, Atif Azam is with me. I'll talk to him about that. Atif, welcome to the show. Bangladeshi fans are asking if Steven Smith can call it a day from one-day cricket, why can't senior Bangladeshi cricketers, I'm naming two of them, and specifically two of them, Mahmudullah and Mushfiq-Rahim.
I'm not sure why. Because Steven Smith's retirement was unexpected, but that shows what kind of mindset they carry. Probably Steven Smith retired because he wants the Australian team to look forward to
27 ODI World Cup.
ODI World Cup, and that's the reason he wants his place to be vacuumed so that someone else comes up and takes that. But as far as our two seniors are concerned, there is no such sign. Before coming here, I was just listening. One of our correspondents, Zubair, is in Pakistan right now.
Yes, right now.
And he just before coming here, he just sent me a voice note of press conference where Farooq Ahmed was asked the same questions.
The BCB president.
The BCB president, who was holding a joint press conference with Naqvi. That what is his thoughts on Mushfiq-Mahmudullah? I think that in that press conference, he said that they have to sit with Mushfiq-Mahmudullah, we'll have to know what is going through their mind, and afterward would act accordingly. I don't think that it should be the right way.
Well, Atif, let me hold you off for a second. Statement you've uttered from Farooq Ahmed, it is giving me a strong deja vu, because I've been hearing this in the cases of Mashrafi Murtaza, in the cases of Tamim Iqbal, also these two senior players. Always it is about the senior players and they are not taking their time offs or not calling it a day, and BCB telling the media that we'll sit with them, we'll know what they have to decide, then we can tell. But the seniors never could decide. Mashrafi Murtaza has not yet taken a decision regarding his international cricketing future. We know unofficially he's not going to play ODI stats or T20s for Bangladesh again, but not official. Why is that culture going strong in Bangladesh still?
So that is the reason, probably that is the reason why the seniors who have retired had a very, it was not a retirement that they would have liked. Apart from Tamim Iqbal,
yes, he announced.
He announced that he got some farewell.
Yeah, exactly.
The seniors retired very quietly. And another thing is that, look, Rubaiyat, a player have all the right to think that he can play till that time. No one can force him. I'm against something forcing someone. If I feel that I can continue, I can continue. If I feel I don't continue, I don't continue. But there is another thing that we need to understand, that there is a selection panel. They can always come and say that, okay, you are no more with us because you are not in our plan of action for 2027. If the selection panel does not have the guts to say this, then they will always try to say that, okay, let the seniors tell something, then we will say. Because what are they afraid of? If they drop Mahmudullah or Mushfiq from the ODIs, what kind of repercussion are they expecting? But they don't want to take that chance. They want to play it safe. They wanted to see that if the seniors say that, okay, I am not going to play, then they did not have to say that harsh reality, did not have to say those things that, okay, it's time for you to go. Because, Rubaiyat, you have to understand, no matter what you say, Mahmudullah and Mushfiq-Rahim are legends.
Of course, I'm not
No
denying
doubt
the fact.
about that.
I'm
And
not
they have
denying
played
the
a
fact.
very big role in where Bangladesh cricket stands.
Establishing Bangladesh cricket in the last 2 decades almost. But the
But
question,
at the same time,
the question remains, Atif. I'm coming to that point. The question remains, Atif, that whether they can set the example for the future generations to say goodbye with a grace, to announce their retirement date and ask the cricket board that I'm not asking or I'm not suggesting that they should retire from all the 3 formats. Sure, Mushfiq can play for the tests for 1 or 2 seasons more, but as you've mentioned and as we all have seen that Australia team is thinking about 2027 ODI Cricket World Cup. Bangladesh should also, I feel, follow that footstep and plan for ahead and let these 2 legends, of course they're bona fide legends, there's no question about it, but I want to know from you what these cricketers and their surroundings are thinking. Have you any talk with them or their surroundings regarding this decision?
I'll just give you an example, and that will prove that will show you everything. Today we published a news that Taskin is in the A+ category of the contact list. In the 22-member contact list, they are still, both of them are still there.
Mahmudullah and Mushfiq.
Mahmudullah and Mushfiq in A and B category. Mahmudullah in B category, Mushfiq in A category. So what does that suggest? This contract will run till 2025, end of 2025. So the BCB selectors, as of now, believe that they can deliver till this last of this year. So that proves everything. If they are kept in the contract list, I mean the selection panel or the team management probably having a thought that okay, we will carry on with them. But then again, what happens is that if you say after 1 year or 1.5 years, you say that okay, we are done with them, then what happens to the young player who is coming in to replace them?
Exactly.
He'll have very little time to prepare for a global tournament like ICC World Cup.
Exactly.
So what I want to say is that if we don't have any big plan with them, then let's just close the chapter here. Instead of prolonging with them and then all of a sudden saying that okay, we are done with them, we want to have new kids, then it's going to be unfortunate for the new kids because he is not going to have the time to establish him or get adjusted with the cultural thing and go and play in global tournament. I just give you an example. Jackery could not perform very well in the T20 World Cup.
Exactly.
Okay. Because he didn't understand how West Indies worked, how it worked. But then again, afterwards, when he went to West Indies, he scored runs. And he was telling me one thing that, look, in the global tournament, I wanted to do a lot of things, like I couldn't do it. Then I went to West Indies again. I had a different plan that I won't hit against the air because that is one thing that I've learned. So, and then again he
this could be a very good example.
So he proved again, and he again proved in the World Cup, in the Championship, that he scored runs in both the games.
Right.
So this gradual development, you have to give the player some time. If the seniors just stay in those places, because we as a nation, I can say it with conviction that we as a nation would never say anything to them until they say that it's time for us to go.
Right, Atif, I hope BCB is listening to this, and 2 of our legendary cricketers are also listening to this, and we all hope and we all will hope that they get a fair farewell and a decent send-off from the nation and the cricket board. That's all the time we had today for you, Atif. Thank you very much. That was all we have for you today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. Till then, keep your eyes on dailysun/online/sports for all the latest sporting headlines from around the world. You take care.